Hey everyone, Coach Tristan here. We got another session for you. This one's gonna be all about defending. So in part one of this session, we're not gonna be using a ball. We're just gonna be working on our defensive movements, how we want to defend. So first thing, you want to get a little bit low. We're gonna be working on jockeying. So when you jockey, you just kind of step back. An attacker's coming at you. You just want to slow them down and wait for them to make a mistake. We don't want to go running into an attacker, fouling them, making a bad tackle. We want to stay calm and composed and wait for the right time. So that's what a jockey is. I'm sure a lot of us know that, but I need everyone to know that. A jockey is when you just get low to the ground, you keep your eye on the ball, you slow the attacker down. So we're going to be working on that. And so here's our drill. We have 5 cones, and it's in a diamond with 1 cone in the center. So this drill is just going to be a warm-up, not using the ball, a bit of fitness a little bit, and this is how it's going to go. So you're going to start at the top of the diamond. I'm going to be looking this way the entire time. So here's the full demo. I'm going to jockey to the center, and then I'm going to shuffle to my left. I'm going to shuffle back to the center, jockey back to the end, and then that's one complete cycle. And then when I do it again, I'm going to start at the beginning. And then when I get to the middle, I'm gonna shuffle to my right. All right, so I'm gonna do 2 right here in a row. I'm gonna do each side. So here's how it should look. So I start. All right, so that's it, guys. Make sure when you're jockeying, you switch ways about every 2 steps, because an attacker's not going to be dribbling straight the whole time. They're going to be moving a little bit. You got to get used to moving your hips, pointing them in a different direction, moving a lot of movement. So every 2 steps, turn directions a little bit, and that's it, guys. Do each one at least 5 times. So one going to your left and going to your right would be 1. So do at least 5 of those. All right, next one.
All right, so hey, Coach Micah here again with Atlanta Fire United South, working on defending again for our second drill of this defending session. Coach Tristan just did an excellent job explaining, getting sideways on, turning our hips, right? But now we're gonna actually implement it like it was a game like. So the reason we turn our hips, right, certain ways, is to depend on which way the player's trying to is dribbling and where we're trying to force this other player, okay? So a lot of times in the game, we're trying to force the player away from goal or away from their help, okay? And a lot of the times that's on the sidelines, on the wide side of the field, getting them away from the goal, right? Because they can't score from over there a lot of the times. So we want to try to force them away from their help in the middle and towards the goal. So what that looks like is when the ball's coming at me, if the sideline's to my right, I'm going to turn my hips for looking at that sideline and shuffling and forcing them one way, right? If it's to my left, all I'm going to do is swing my back foot forward, turn my hips sideways, I'm low, and I'm on my toes again. Because again, if you run out of player, or you run out of player straight on, they can meg you, and then it takes another couple seconds to then turn and run with them if they explode past you, right? The other reason we want to be sideways on is because if they want to go past us, all we have to do is step in, and we're there between them and the ball. And the reason we want to throw our foot forwards like this, we want to bring it back, all right, our front foot back, is so that we're able to not get twisted up, right? If we start going like this, we're gonna trip over ourselves, we're gonna fall down, we're gonna look embarrassed, right? And the player's gonna go on to goal and score, okay? So as a defender, you need to be disciplined, good footwork, turning your hips quickly, all that good stuff. So Coach Tristan, all he's gonna do is dribble one way and the other. I'm gonna force my hips whichever way he's gonna go, trying to keep it between me, the ball, between the ball and the cone. That's kind of my goal right here. So it's gonna look something like this, where he's gonna dribble, I'm a couple yards away, I'm turning my hips. As soon as he turns, I turn my hips, I'm between the ball and the goal, and that's how it's gonna look. And then we would start down here and we do the same thing. So he's gonna come down, I'm gonna turn my hips, I'm making sure my feet are quick, I'm on my toes. Again, between the ball and the cone, we're pretending that's the goal, because that's the first rule of defending, is getting between the ball and the goal, all right? If that's too good, if we do that about 5-6 times, All we're gonna do now is then we're gonna play 1v1, all right? So then he's gonna try to get around me. I'm not gonna demonstrate that because he's gonna make me look like a fool. But all we're gonna do is just try to stay disciplined, stay between the ball and the cone. And we're gonna do that as long as you want, just to kind of focus on that 1v1 defending, all right? We're gonna move on to another skill in our next drill.
All right, so now we're on to drill 3 of our defending session. So in the first 2 drills, we worked on exactly how to defend, how to jockey, how to get low, the technique of defending, and we even moved on to actual 1v1s if you guys want to. But this is a little bit of transition, so it's going to be a passing drill, but its focus is going to be for, you know, kind of defensive players, defensive mids, center backs. We're going to be working on the skill of opening up your body to see the whole field, and then taking a touch with your back foot, opening up with your back foot to switch the ball, to switch the field. So we're going to be working on checking out to make more space, opening up our hips so we can see the whole field, and then we're going to be receiving on our back foot. So when the ball comes from your right side, you're going to let it come across your body and receive with your left foot. So here's our drill right here. We have 3 cones in a triangle, a pretty wide triangle. You want to get it pretty wide. So do a quick demo here. I'm going to start on one side, and I'm gonna open up. So I'm gonna be facing this way. The field is this way, and right now I'm like a center back or a CDM, and I'm gonna drop back to receive it from one of my wide players, and I'm gonna receive it on my weak foot. I'm gonna dribble around the back cone, the point of the triangle. I'm gonna pass it with the foot I received it with, and once I get around the cone, I'm passing it back to my partner, and then I'm coming to the other side. I'm waiting here on my cone, and when my partner takes a touch and he gets his head up, I'm gonna time it so that me and him are on the right timing, and I'm gonna check out. I'm gonna pop out away from the defender. So these cones represent defenders a little bit. I'm gonna pop off from the defender, make space, open up, receive it on my back foot, and do the same thing. So here we go, guys. Here's a demo. All right, so I'm gonna start on the cone. We're gonna work on checking away too as well with this. So I'm starting on the cone. Our partner's ready. He's ready. He's ready when I am. So here we go. Yep. I'll open up, back foot, get around this cone, pass it back. I'm here, and yeah, open up. Use my back foot, get around, pass. One more, yeah. Ooh. And that's it, guys. So try and get at least 10 on each foot. This is a really good drill, guys. This is a really important skill, opening up. This is not just for center backs, defensive mids. Every player needs to know how to receive the ball from one side of the field, open up as quick as possible, because in the games we don't have time to receive the ball with our back facing half the field and time to turn. There's going to be guys on our back. We gotta receive the ball quick, switch to the other side. So that's it, guys. On to the next one.
All right, Coach Micah here, on to our last drill for our defending session today. How it's going to work for this one, we've worked a little bit on our jockeying movement, right? Without a ball, with the person in front of us, moving with them. We just worked on opening our hips, being able to see the field, being able to distribute the ball like a good defender needs to, building out of the back, all that stuff. Now we're going to work on a little bit of shielding, all right? So another skill a defender needs, right? Keeping a player away from a ball, all right? So how this is going to work is when you shield the ball, you want to make sure that you're not just standing straight up and you're between the ball and the player, right? Because all you're going to do is you're going to get hit shoulder to shoulder, you're just going to fall over, all right? So we want to make sure we're low, we have a nice wide stance like a pyramid, you're not going to fall over, you're wide, you're on your toes. If the player's coming from here, my arm's a little bit up and I'm keeping the player away from the ball. As he's trying to get around, I'm just kind of shuffling my feet with him, all right? So that's what we're going to work on this drill, on our toes, staying firm, kind of leaning into him a little bit, pushing back just a little bit, have a little bit of fight, right? So how it's going to work is Coach Tristan and I, we're going to be playing the ball back and forth between this gate, giving us little things. So we're going to go 1 touch, 2 touch, it doesn't matter, just kind of nice and easy. We're just going a little quick, making sure our touches are good, our passing is good. Always work on that kind of stuff. At some point, Coach Tristan's going to hold on to the ball. He's going to say ball and just point. He's not going to tell me right or left, so he's just going to point to a ball real quick. And when he does that, we're going to get here. I'm going to get between him and the ball, and we're going to fight it for about 3 seconds. We're going to say good. We're going to go back, and we're going to go passing again. So it requires me to keep my head up, works on my reactions a little bit. At some point he's going to do it, so I don't know when he's going to do it. But we're going to keep passing.
Yeah, ball.
Yep. All right, cool. So I'm here. I can hear before him, and we work on it. Cool. And then we go back. All right. So while we're doing that, just make sure again, get there before him, between the person and the ball. Get low. Put your arm up just a little bit. Don't extend it. That's a foul. Just up, body and push into him just a little bit, or her, and making sure that they don't try to win the ball. Okay. Do that about 10 times. Just be alternating. And that's about it. All right, man. We'll see you guys next week with our new sessions.